All right, y'all. So look, I know y'all missed me. I've been gone for a while. So, I've been busy. It's turnaround season, it's tax season. So any entrepreneur know, especially when you're a single mother, when the tax season come rolling around them last 60, 90 days of the year, you better go get you a job to offset them taxes. But that's just a little tidbit. If you picked it up, you picked it up. If you didn't, you didn't. I ain't gonna repeat myself. Yes, I have on a onesie. Yes, it's Care Bears. Y'all want to see Lovely out of hood? Hold on. I've had this thing for like 8 years. Look, you got a little hood on it. I don't know what bear this is, but whatever. It's a big bear. No. So look, y'all can tell by the title. It's a few things been happening I want to talk on. Y'all know Gina too. Didn't tell about her HIV contraction story. Don't believe it. Hated it. But y'all want to hear me talk about it? You know what I'm saying? Let me know. I'll do that for you. So first I want to address this whole 50 Cent thing. Like, bro, the man, Marquise Jackson, the young man wants a daddy. I don't know how hard it is for him to understand he wanted a daddy. And y'all remember, he like exoticals. So remember on that 50 Cent, when 50 Cent was on the Wheezy show, whatever Lil Wayne called his little podcast on YouTube he had at the time, he said they want stuff they can't get, right? You can always get a black son look just like you. He like his little biracial son. Y'all remember back in the day when 50 Cent's child's mother. Now 50 Cent bought a house for his son. You know, when you buy a house for your child, just what happened, the mama gonna be living there, right? So he bought a house for his son to live in and grow up in a nice neighborhood, supposedly so he don't have to grow up in the hood. This is what the daddy is saying, right? But the mom ended up getting a boyfriend. Excuse me, y'all have to go look up the story. The boyfriend wasn't a deadbeat or nothing like that, but they decided to join households, so he moved into their home. You know, it's supposed to be close to whatever he had to do for money. But I remember I did a story on it back in the day. You got to go find the old video I did on it. But he wasn't a deadbeat guy. He was a nice guy, and he was cool with his son. Boom. So he put them out of the house. So that happened. And the house went into foreclosure. And I remember 50 Cent saying, like, I told her to get a job or something like that. But the house was already paid for. It was in your name. So if it went into foreclosure, it's because either you financed it and you stopped paying for it, or, I don't know how they went, but I know the house went into foreclosure. Me, if I'm a rich guy, I don't care what my child's mother is doing. I am not going to let my son be in foreclosure at all, because I'm not going to be thinking about the child's mother, if she fucking somebody or not, if she's sleeping, if she's having intercourse with somebody or not, if she's doing it in the house that I bought for my child, whatever. All that doesn't matter when it has nothing to do. That means it wasn't a genuine thing from you in the get-go. You bought the house so that you can always have 100% access to that woman. It couldn't have been to house your son, because if it was to house your son, you would have never put them out of the house or let the house go, whatever the case may be, because she moved on and got a boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? That would have been a non-factor in the grand scheme of things. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he was beating on your baby mom, he was whooping on your son, that's different. And if you're gonna take the house from the child's mother, why didn't you take the son from the mother? Dwayne Wade was a mark. He did the wrong thing, but he took the children from the mother and said, I'm gonna raise them. Don't worry about it. I ain't gonna eat nothing. I'm gonna raise them. I ain't gonna buy your house. I ain't gonna pay for nothing. Even though Dwayne Wade's mother rescued him from the crack alley because his parents was drug addicts, and took him on as her own responsibility. So, but anyway, that's not the hinter that. This is not about them. So 50 Cent then he did a post. I remember a long time ago. He was like, I told her she needed to get a job. Just all kind of things. He just reamed the baby mama through the mud, made it seem like she wasn't nothing, etc., etc. And I could imagine him being like, she said he was abusive and people tried to shut her down and talk stuff about her. But look how he performs on the internet. That seems like a narcissistic, misogynistic, all the statistics you could think of. But he does seem like he would be verbally and financially abusive. Like, I don't put that past him. So bring it forward to 2022. Before we go to 2022, people love to say, I'm going to bring it up later. So Bring for 2022. He made his son Marquise, the one that looked just like him, went online and was like, my dad. Let's blow this one up right here. I get $6,000 in my child support. I'm assuming he's still getting child support as a grown man because he's in college. I don't know what the laws are, where they live at, et cetera, et cetera. But this guy looks just like him, and he never raised him. You know what I mean? This was when he was in his junior days, fresh in the industry. He didn't spend a lot of time with this kid. So the young man, when I'm looking at it, the young man is suffering from abandonment issues, and he just wants a dad. You can tell. He always says his sly remarks like, that nigga don't want me. He don't want to spend no time with me. He ain't never liked me. Stuff like that. And I used to think that he was getting this negative ideology from the mother. Because if you look on my video, maybe about 2 years ago, I said that a child should never feel the way you feel about their father. Meaning that if you hate your baby daddy, your child should hate them as well because you do. You know what I mean? Don't superimpose your feelings about the person that you procreated with onto your child. So this is me on the outside looking in. This is what I assumed what was going on because he was much younger then. And I really wasn't paying attention to what the young man was saying. But when I went back and looked at older videos and newer videos, I see that he's best begging for a daddy. Like, for example, I'm going to show you this. Sire. So this is the young man that he has with his biracial. This is his preferences son. Now, if you look at his preferences son, when you Google his preferences son name, all you see is him and his dad. They'll put him in there sometime, but all you see is him kissing his dad, him loving his dad. They're with funny characters. They're on red carpets and movie premieres. They're laughing, joking. He's big up in them. Look at that. He's so proud to have this cheers to more biracial babies, honey. You know what I mean? Look at that. Call of Duty, some kind of gaming event. Like, this what it is. This what it is. He didn't tell her to get a job. She nothing but an IG model, a model. But look at this. That's all you see. Now, look, I like this. This is a cute picture right here. Look at that. Hugging him, loving him. There's one picture I saw with their tongues stuck out together. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You don't see no pictures of him and his other son and this young man. He probably never even met his brother. Just look at this. Look at that love. He loves this little boy. He loves this little boy. Look at this. I almost want to cry. You don't see that one picture of him and both his sons. Okay. Now, let's look up Marquise. Because I looked him up. Now, we look up Marquise. We're just Googling the sons by name. And we click on images. All of these are Photoshop. None of these are them together. Look at this. It's enough to make you want to cry, man. Look at this. Look at this. How old is this picture? Look at this. He was a prop then. He barely spent time with him at this age. He probably didn't even know who he was. He picked him up, took him somewhere. Look at this. This is cute. He's happy to see him. He misses his daddy. Look at that. Where are those happy-go-lucky pictures that you saw with the other son? Where is his childhood joy that he had with his father? Look at this. Okay, we'll help you out. Fashion show, making money off of them. This is the same fashion show. I remember this picture. I know what it's from. We didn't Google as a baby. We see this the same hood, we saw the same shit when I just Googled Marquise by himself. Where is it? This one, that's it? That's all we see? That has put other fathers in pictures with, like, where is it? Because he didn't like her He took it out on his child. Because she moved on and got a boyfriend, took it out on his child. Where is the sticking the tongue out? The selfies. Where is it? So people love to say this young man is entitled. He is entitled. He's entitled to a dad. Forget the money. He's entitled to a father. He's entitled to a man. So people love to bring up the fact that long time ago days, 50 Cent said, you like shoes, here's a bunch of shoes, I'm going to finance you a shoe company. Here goes some shoes, here goes some money. Bro, where's the mentorship? Why you didn't start that company with him? He wants to be around you. He wants for you to love him, hug him, kiss him. You rejected him as soon as you rejected his mom. And then you say he's entitled. He is entitled. He's entitled to a dad. And since all you seem to care about and talk about is money, that's probably all he's talking about. $6,000 ain't nothing to live off New York. I got a cousin that has a whole PhD. She living in an apartment. Managing hedge funds. So look at the difference between the two. The difference between the two. Even in this picture, they're both happy. Look at he just like what the fuck? It's nice to take a family photo, but it's sad that this man said that he doesn't. How can I love somebody who doesn't love me? How can he love a stranger? Do he know your favorite color? When was the last time you went to get him for Christmas? Did you introduce him to his new brother when you had the baby? Because he already said you didn't a long time ago. So I don't want to spend too much time on this topic. I'm just saying that the Marquise Jackson is entitled, and he's entitled to a father. He's entitled to another man that loves him. He has this man's face, and he doesn't know him. He don't spend time with him. What he put on Instagram, the same amount he getting child support. I mean, we're gonna say $6,500. He said, "I'll give you $6,500 for an hour of your time." Those are subliminals. That's letting you know this man hasn't spent no time with him. Oh, I bought him a bunch of shoes and he started a shoe company because he likes shoes. So, Eddie Murphy wouldn't even sign a contract for a movie if Charlie Murphy wants someone in the background. If you could look at almost every movie Eddie Murphy was in, his brother in the background. In Harlem Nights, he's flipping the switch. And that movie where he was the retarded Bowfinger actor or whatever, his brother is the one driving the car, blowing a horn at him when he was on the freeway. Like, come on, man. You could tell when you love somebody. He has not even been on a background of Power and not now episode. Where is your nepotism for your child? He a professional bully on the internet talking about his own car stuff. He was trying to clown Taraji Edges or whatever. But his Filipino baby mama, does she work? Because she living in the refrigerator era. But he also he still has actual, because I don't want to say it on the tube, actual access to her. She's an exotical, so of course she gets preferential treatment because she's a preference, right? This is your firstborn son. Like, he looks just like you. If they did a movie about you right now, he should be the starring role. But you know what? The way you acting, you know who was starring that movie? Him. Look at all these love. Every picture you see of this guy, he's by himself. He's not with his dad. Even when we Googled him as a baby, we saw those same two pictures. And I remember back when 50 Cent was having that beef with Floyd Mayweather, and he got mad because Floyd Mayweather was hanging out with his son. But bro, your son ain't had no loyalty to you from the gate because you didn't develop that bond with him for him to say, nah, I don't want to go to the game with you. My daddy gonna come take me. Remember, fatherless children look for fathers. So when Floyd Mayweather come and knock and say, hey, let's go to the game. Yeah, of course I want to go to the game with you. He didn't say, oh, it's okay, Mr. Floyd. I don't have to go to the game. My daddy said he was gonna come pick me up and take me to the game later. Oh, my dad takes me to the playoffs every year, so I mean I'm cool. Like, come on. And he say he's entitled. Yes, he's entitled. He's entitled to the same love and affection that you give his sire. He's entitled to that. He's entitled for you to love him as much as you love this other son that you had. 50 Cent ain't changed. He's the same asshole he was when he had Marquise. But that asshole finds it in his heart to love this guy. But he didn't find it in his heart to love Marquise. Is it because he's no longer sleeping with the mother? Because Corey Holcomb, let's go. We're gonna look at it. Let's look at it. Let's see, here we go. I look surprised. I don't know what I'm talking about right there. But I saw this on Sin's page. So you know me, I always go to the source. I give credit to the source. Look how I spell Cynthia. Lord have mercy. Y'all don't do me. This young man said, hey, we only love this child as much as we can have access to the mother. This is what another man said. So is this what the problem with Curtis is? Is this what it is? I ain't finished this video. I normally finish our videos.
Feature. Learn Spanish with Real Spanish TV. No veo nada, no veo. The reason I want to point that out is because we talk about no problem abandoning both the black background on how the mean and degrade.
And mom trying to find this clip. Just remember that Sire is being raised in a single family household too. Look, since y'all think $6,700 is so much money, somebody, hold on, go back. This the post I was talking about. Come on, see it come through what I was just talking about it. Since y'all think $6,700 is so much money, can someone tell my pops I will pay him $6,700 just for 24 hours of his time so we can do everything I ever wanted to do with him as a kid? Bro, look at this man's eyes. Look at this man's eyes, bro. That is sadness, man. I don't care how much money you got, bro. Money cannot replace the love and affection of a parent, especially a father, because fathers are so rare. Everybody got a mama, but don't hardly nobody got a daddy, especially in this community. So stop. Why don't you go look a job? Look a job. Wait a minute. Am I reading this wrong? Boy, why don't you go look a job? Why don't you go create your own wealth and stop worrying about your dad money? He not worried about his dad money. He want his dad time. See, but he probably got a baby mama somewhere. They got a child that's willing to pay $600-$700 for his time. Everybody's riding the hell out this kid. But all these, I bet all these are abandoned children. I bet all these people coming are abandoned children who don't have daddies. He ain't worried about his money. He said, man, I'll give you 1 month of my child support for come on now. Bro, you know how many people, $600-$700 a month, have their own kids to grow up embarrassing yourself. Embarrassing himself? Bro, I'm crying. Like, come on, man. What a dick. 50 Cent was right. Entitled little brat. Mommy raised a waste man. What does that have to do with anything? So you mean tell me the mommy that stayed there and did for him and raised him and gave him hugs and kisses it is the reason why he's begging for a daddy? Like look at these fatherless bastards condoning fatherlessism. Fatherlessism. Yes, it's everything is a ism. ISMs on every word. So yeah, I still got my teeth on the side. You know, people be missing them. So I'm like, you saw that? That's like the sun. Right? No. All jokes aside, seriously. Like, I want to know, do you guys have dads? I'm going to go on this man's YouTube channel. I'm going to defend him because, bro, y'all don't know what it's like to want y'all dad to come pick y'all up, to come hang out with y'all, come chill with y'all. Y'all never been sitting on the porch waiting on y'all dad to come and your mama finally make you come in the house? Come on, man. You ain't never seen your daddy talk to your mama wrong and you like, dang. Like, why you talking to her like that? Why you doing her like that? She's cool. I love her. What you think this man felt this young boy felt in his heart when his mom probably wasn't G enough to tell him, you know, but he knowing his dad is a rapper, but they house getting foreclosed on. That happened when he was a kid. And they had to move. Why we got to leave this big pretty house moving this little one? Call my daddy, he'll help us. You know how many kids tell their mothers because their mamas be so solid and don't be telling their children the truth? Will tell their mamas, call daddy so he can help us. Not knowing the reason why y'all in this situation because your daddy ain't it and he a deadbeat. He is not going to help us. Okay. So since welfare took the black man at the home, who took this rich black man at the home? Like, did he vacate the premises? Like, come on. Because his Filipino mommy, she had to worry about that. I know, it's Filipino Asian, so it's his Filipino mommy. I do for you. She don't have to worry about that. I bet he didn't tell her to go get no job. She using the access to his wealth to probably expand her image on social media because you know that's where she a model at. She ain't gracing on runways. Her titties too big to be on the runway. Come on now, we know what real models look like. Come on, Kim Porter. Puff Daddy twins. We know what a real model physique look like. And then we know what an online model physique look like. And then some of y'all online models are whores. So we can imagine which one she is. So, let's go. Look at this. Look at y'all. Just supporting degenerate behavior. This is sad. This is sad. 25 years old, grow the fuck up. I don't care how old you get, bro. You don't stop wanting your daddy. Grow up? How can I grow up when he ain't teach me how to be no man? I'm perpetually stuck at 9 when I experienced the trauma of not having no daddy. That's a 25, 9-year-old. How can he grow up? What is he supposed to go into manhood when he never had an example of one? So when he grew up, he supposed to just give his kids tennis shoes and say, go start a store? No financial literacy, no mentorship, no conversation, no talking to him. Take these shoes, go start you a store, little nigga. Get out of my face. That's what he did. And y'all think that's something? Because y'all don't have no daddies, so y'all don't know how fatherism presents itself. Because y'all don't have no fathers. So y'all don't really know how it look. You know, and I feel so sorry for all of y'all. I feel so sorry for all of y'all. If y'all think this 25-year-old man that's still yearning for a father needs to grow up, see, y'all really telling him to be a cold-hearted motherfucker and say fuck his daddy and don't worry about no daddy because I ain't have no daddy and I'm cool. That's what y'all really tell him. Forget having a daddy. Stiffen up. Suck it up. Don't cry. You're not biracial. You're not sire. You're not sire. You get no father. He supposed to be okay with that? That one gonna stick him deep. Cause he know his dad knows him and knows he's alive and he's been abandoned. Forget the child support every month, bro. He's telling y'all not looking at the big picture. He's telling y'all, I don't get no love, no hugs, no kisses. All I get from him is $6,700 a month. And that ain't even enough to survive in New York. That's how he's saying. The little bit he give me ain't enough to really survive. I'm a college student. My father is rich. I should not have to be a working college student. Working college students is poor people on financial aid. His daddy is rich. Why do rich people feel like they children should get it out the mud? Ain't that why you made it rich? So your kids don't have to experience the perpetual mud? You want your kids to struggle, strive, go to prison, sell dope, get shot 9 times before they become successful like you did? You don't want to give them a leg up? You don't want to teach them about credit, teach them about money management, hedge funds, production. Is more money behind the scenes than in front of the camera, son. Hey, you got an idea for a show? Let's conceptualize it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it at the pool. You drink your apple juice, I'm going to drink my margarita, son. Let's go to a movie premiere. Come on the set of Power. with your daddy. Come to work with me, baby. What happened to take your child to work day? Come on to work with me, baby. Let me show you what goes into really making these shows. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. And not one man online could identify. I know y'all ain't got no daddies and y'all don't feel him. Where he coming from? I wish my broke ass daddy would have gave me $600-700 a month. Nah, you really wish your broke ass crackhead daddy gave you as a hug and a kiss and was sober enough to love you enough to show you enough to be a man for your kids. That's why all these fatherless kids have fatherless kids. Y'all disgust me. Disgust me. Why? Why do we have to? Why he had to beg for a father? Sire don't have to beg for a father. He get to hug him, kiss him. They taking pictures together. He being soft, sensual, and affectionate with this little boy. Oh, but no. He get the biracial son get Curtis Jackson, the man. Marquise get 50 Cent, the character. It's a difference. And that's a shame. If I wasn't stiffened by my own experience with fatherism, I would be crying right now. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Like, really. But I want to show y'all on CN channel what this guy said. Go subscribe to CN, man. I'm just upset. Oh, I didn't click play. My bad, y'all. He's entitled to a daddy, man. He don't deserve a father. He don't get a daddy. He don't deserve a daddy. Oh, because 50 rich, y'all can't imagine him not being a father to his child. Because he got money, y'all just think he a daddy. Let me see. 50 Cent is discussing disgrace the way he publicly treated his son. That should have been private, and it's private. It's embarrassing. No. He should not even privately treat his son like that. You should not even privately tell your son, I don't love you. You shouldn't even privately tell your son, hey, I'm going to throw these shoes at the kid. Go on, start you a business. When you know you haven't taught this little boy, nothing about business. His older son feels hurt and he's acting out. I feel 50 should understand that. 50 not having a father himself has the audacity to have he's rich enough to have time to be a father. So what he want to do is, I'm going to tell y'all what he doing. What he doing is, he is being a father to this new kid and having the experiences with this new kid that he didn't have with his old kid. Meanwhile, the old kid is still in existence. The older child is still alive. So why don't you have those moments with both of them? You never took Sire to an amusement park. You never took Marquise to an amusement park. Hey guys, let's go to Disneyland together. Marquise, it's Sire's birthday. I never got a chance to do things with you for your birthday like I should have did. But I got time and I got money. I'm going to come pick you up. We're going to both go to Disney World and celebrate Sire's 8th birthday. Like, what's wrong with that?
We don't really love you, motherfucker. Listen to me.
Listen to him.
Give me that one more time. What did he say he'll do? He said he'll give him $600-700 to spend a day with him. This is the son talking to the father?
Yeah. Listen to
basically the public, because he's trying to put that out there on the internet. He put it out there. That's the one where he said it, yeah.
Listen to me.
Listen.
America, please believe me when I tell you this.
Please.
This is not all men, but I would say it's about 80% of men.
Listen.
If we don't love your mother, we don't really love you, motherfucker.
Oh, come on now.
That sounds crazy to D.
Well, no.
Listen.
Let me tell you something.
Not love in that sense, but have some kind of love.
No. Listen to me. Darlene, you and all the rest of the people who not used to this shit.
He gonna stand on it.
We don't love your mother. Our love for you is hard to we love you out of obligation.
If it was my
that's how you feel like
to me that goes for like stepkids, but not my real.
Look at D, not D rubbing it on me.
Well,
but it is a case like that. Let me tell you, if we don't love your mother, we don't love you like that. What we do, we try to be moral and humane.
Listen.
You little stray fucks that she kept.
Now you guys.
He's saying that about his own biological to straight fucks that she kept. You listen, you heard a black man say that. So since he don't look Shaquaniqua, whatever his baby mama name is no more, he don't give a fuck about Marquise. Cause I guarantee if he was still banging her out, if she never had got a boyfriend, if he was still sleeping with her, she was living in that house at 50 Block, he was still knocking her down, he would have been spending more time with that son. You know what I'm saying? He doubled down. That man doubled down on that. You understand me? So, yeah. Marquise Jackson is entitled. He's entitled to a father. He don't... 50 cents... Look. Yo, $600-700 is enough to survive, man. You young. You in college. Number one, you shouldn't be living in an apartment on your own. Why you not on campus? Let's talk about it. Oh, maybe he on campus because his mama was a struggling mother anyway. And if she was a trifling ass bitch, she could keep the child support. Because child support don't come in no child name. Child support come in a mama name. She giving that check to her son. Here, this your check from your daddy. Your daddy sent you a little $7,000, baby. Like, come on, man. You rich, but your family is poor. When I say family, I mean your blood. Your son that got your face. Your twin is poor. And you ain't teach him nothing. What 50 say? I can't love nobody. They don't love me. Y'all don't believe me. That's what he said. How long? Fifty say, I can't love nobody that don't love me. How he gonna love somebody he don't know? Your son don't know you, fam. Y'all, why do daddies put the burden on building a relationship on the child? You ain't no problem skeeting in my mama, but then you got a problem coming to know me, coming to pick me up, calling me, checking on me. Y'all think that's kissing somebody's ass? Ain't no such thing as kissing your child ass. There's no such thing. You think my daughter fits go to college and she ain't gonna hear from me? Cause she ain't called me. I don't give a fuck if she called me. Nigga, I'll drive down there and come sleep in your dorm room. Where do you think I'm going? Nowhere. What you mean? That's like you saying, Mama, the reason why you don't know your grandkids is because you don't never call them. Bitch, them your kids. Bring them over here to Mama's house. I'm 70 years old. Stop it. So look at the real beef behind 50 Cent's son. They go to shoes, you know, they talking about that business. That ain't the real beef. He been beefed up with him. 50 Cent got beefed up with his son a long time ago when Floyd Mayweather took his son to a basketball game. Floyd Mayweather said, all bullshit to the side. This is what Floyd said. And I'm a paraphrase, but this is what I remember him saying, all bullshit to the side. This is back when Source Magazine and stuff was out. All bullshit to the side. I took the little nigga to the game because I knew his daddy wasn't going to come take him. See, he started messing with 50 baby mama because they had some dry beef going on. So he was knocking the baby mama down. But while he got to know her, he was like, she cool. And then he realized that her son, remember Floyd got girls. He realized her son ain't had no daddy like that and 50 wasn't there like that. So he said, I was going to the basketball game. After he finished knocking the baby mama down, this week said, I finished fucking with her. I was about to go to the game. And the little nigga looked sad, so I took him with me. This is what he said. He said, he cool. We had fun together. Like, stop it. You can't get mad at another man taking your son to a basketball game that you didn't even think about taking him to. That's the real beef. That's before the shoes. This when this little boy was yay high. So look, 50 Cent doesn't love his son because of child support entitlement. I want to see what 50 Cent said. I don't care if my own son died. I want to see what 50 Cent, because he went on Breakfast Club and said, how can I love somebody that don't love me? And that shit only makes sense to, my daughter get an attitude with me every motherfucking day. She a Leo and I'm a Capricorn. There's a problem in this bitch. But I tell you what, I don't care how frosty and mean she acts. She gonna hug me. She gonna kiss me. I go in there and hop on your goddamn bed. I knock all your shit on the floor. I don't care.
Thanks to Chase, Angie's not.
She gonna know she got me in her corner and she can depend on me through her attitude.
And Kyle,
like
he's keeping calm with another day to adjust
she got
his
a same
balance
attitude sometimes. More than $50. But what she not gonna do is think her mama don't love her. What she not gonna do is think she out here alone in the world.
Beef for the past few years. He went as far as saying he wouldn't have a bad day if his own child got hit by a bus. 50 posted this bold comment under a photo of Marquise and Kyle McGriff. But when you learn who Kyle is, you might not be surprised about 50's reaction. Kyle McGriff is the son of the infamous kingpin Kenneth Supreme McGriff, who is currently serving a life sentence in federal prison for a long list of crimes. One of those being the attack on 50 Cent, which led him to being shot 9 times. So when 50 sees a photo of his son, with the son of the man that tried to take his life away, he felt no remorse. Posting up with McGriff in that photo was a huge...
Hold on, how is that a huge disrespect? 2 fatherless kids link up. His daddy behind bars for the rest of his life, probably a whole ass, I'm sorry. Probably a shallow of a father, a fragment of a father, and they link up. How did he link up with him? How? Oh, because you left your child in the same ghetto that you ran away from? Oh, because you let the house get foreclosed on, so the baby mama had no choice but to move back to where y'all from, somewhere she can afford. Around the elements that you ran your ass from. So how could he not hook up with this young man? Forget what our daddies got going on. And this is him as a big kid. He ain't hung out with his daddy since his daddy was in G Unit. G Unit? No. It's your birthday. Hey, it's your birthday. Maybe do them sit-ups. Y'all, look. When 50 Cent got all enlightened and said, oh, I did a DNA test, found out I was African, blah, blah, blah. Did he take his son to Africa to get to know the motherland? Or did he go by himself? Did he say, son, I went online and found out we got African in our DNA. I'm about to go to Africa. You want to come with me? Come on, son. Let's go. He rich. So the mama can't tell you can have your son when you rich. I'm sorry. I go buy a judge, a DA, and a lawyer and take them. What's up? That's what Dwayne Wade did to Shakawafa. Look, her name. Look up her name. Dwayne Wade's ex-wife is Shakawafa. It's a S, a Q, and a V in her name. They don't say how you pronounce that shit. But look, no, all bull to the side. Seriously. This is early adulthood. The beef didn't start here. This creator had to have his information wrong. Because for that, when he was 8 or 9, he was with Floyd Mayweather. You ain't took your son on once he was about 6. Come on now. Y'all saw me go. When I look up his other son, I didn't look up 50 Cent. When I looked up his children, you see the pictorial difference. All right, come on. Because I never seen this. We learn this together. What did he say?
Huge sign of disrespect from Marquise. Still, most people saw 50's comment as disrespectful and unimaginable. Something they would never say to their own kid,
If this
no
little
matter
nigga got
what.
hit by a
He took
bus,
to
I
Twitter
wouldn't
to
have a bad
respond.
day.
I have zero ill will towards anyone living on this earth. The people Shaniqua's son looks up to and associates with is a reflection of the negative energy he embraces towards me.
Shaniqua's son, not my son. Now, if you got a problem with who your child is associating with and looking up to, you intervene. You don't disassociate. If I had a problem with the people my daughter associated with, I would intervene. Say, we don't fool with them type of people. My daughter had a homegirl. Her homegirl mama was all in my face, all in my house, chilling with me. Her daughter was always at my house. She ended up sleeping with my ex. An ex I was still getting money from. She ended up bedding him. And I found out about it. And I let her know, say, man, your homegirl mama a snake. Now, I ain't trying to put nothing on the child, but if she a snake, then she raising a snake. And I didn't put it like that. I told her, my daughter, what happened. My daughter automatically stepped back from her. Because we got loyalty between us. We got a bond that can't nobody break. Thor's hammer couldn't break the bond between me and my daughter. You understand what I'm saying? She trusts me. She know if I say, hey, drop duck. She if it say, mama, what? She gonna hit the motherfucking grind. So you, the children Shaniqua's son, you automatically knocked your child right there. You didn't even claim, he has never really claimed this boy. Because his son himself, forget who he associated with, his son himself represent a life that he left behind and don't want no more parts of. So he ran. He got that vitamin D contract, vitamin water contract. He off to the Philippines. Y'all get it off to the Philippines? Never mind.
It's me. I paid his mother $1,360,000 in support to afford him opportunities I never had. Most people look at this and think,
what opportunities did you never have? What you didn't have with a daddy. Don't add up all the child support for 20 years and say, this is how much I gave her. I paid her. You know how much bills cost? This boy didn't get a private school and experience the finest of education. You know, for $2,000 a month in New York, you still living in a rat-infested studio apartment? Like, stop. Stop. The house you bought her, you put her out of because she ended up having a boyfriend. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gave her money to afford opportunities that you never had. How about giving him a daddy that you never had? That's where the opportunities come from. You take your child. I like to do examples for y'all. Look at my baby little still came with some shoes she got. Okay. This the father, this the son. You see they looking like they both gold. Leave me alone. So giving him money and sending him on his way is not giving him opportunities you never had. Because you so dope. You had money. You still ended up shot, incarcerated, and broke. You understand me? But when you pick him up and lead him along the way, giddy up. That's something you never had. You can give anybody some goddamn money. I could give my daughter $1,000 right now and she'll blow it the next day. But for the financial wisdom that I impart on her every day. My daughter started her first business at 13 because I'm teaching her and giving her opportunities that I never had. You can't give nobody an opportunity to do something and don't teach them about opportunities. I have the opportunity to tie my shoe every day. But if you don't teach me how to tie a bow, them motherfuckers gonna still be unlaced. Just because you bought me some shoes with some laces in them, And you gave me the opportunity to tie my shoes, but you didn't teach me how to tie my shoes? What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Fitty. Douchebag.
Well, $1.3 million is plenty. I could make that work. However, his ex, Shaniqua Tompkins, sued him for $50 million.
Yes!
But not for child support. For allegedly burning down their house in May of 2008.
Look at that. Because she had another nigga in it. Now, I knew about the foreclosure. Oh, the foreclosure was the house that she bought in the same neighborhood. I kind of remember this now. In 2008, I wasn't online like that. Okay, I kind of remember this now. So let's go. Because I'm reacting to it too. This is a reaction now. Let's go. She had a nigga in this house. And he didn't put out, he burned it down. Okay, damn. That ain't narcissism to you. This is a red flag. It's a burnt flag. No, don't laugh.
He tried to kill me and his own child, said Shaniqua Tompkins, who miraculously survived the suspicious 4 a.m. blaze, which leveled the $2.4 million mansion in Tony Dix Hills, where she lives with the rapper's 10-year-old son Marquise and 4 relatives. She goes on to say that 50 threatened me on Monday that he was going to have someone visit me. Even the local fire chief, Larry Feld, knew something about the situation was weird when he said the fire was definitely suspicious because of the volume of the fire and how fast it spread. Now, this is an extreme accusation and seems unlikely that 50 would burn his own house down just so his ex couldn't have it. Ultimately, the lawsuit never went to trial, and we got to hear 50's side of the story months later. The courts told her she had to leave, 50 said. It's kind of more like, if I can't have you, you can't have it. So you figure she lit it up? The interviewer asked. Well, I don't want to say that. Don't try to make me say something I don't want to say.
She was done with you. She had said in the Source magazine before this happened, and I remember that she was like, I don't want nothing to do with him.
50 Cent replied, but the circumstances to it might seem that way. 50 says his ex burned the house down. Shaniqua said that he did it. The mystery looms still to this day. But 5 years later, we would get a glimpse of how bad 50's temper actually is when a series of shocking text messages with his son were released.
What?
Hey, I'm outside the house at the front door. I came to the front door. The lights went off. You lying? You outside? You fronting? I saw you looking out the window. Good luck in life. You're gonna need it. LOL, you frontin' hard body now. How you going to see me when I'm in the basement, LMAO? F*** you. You are your mother's child. LOL, why would you lie about that? I need a blood test, cause that dick-sucking bitch you call mom was fucking the whole time.
Wow.
We're looking into sexual harassment.
Wow. Wait a minute. He put out text messages? You called his mama a dick-sucking whore and you need a blood test knowledge just like you. This is what you say to your son. I'm outside. No, you not, bro.
It's cool. I will never go out my way again. You disrespectful little motherfucker. LOL, you never do. I don't know not father that doesn't even call their son for his birthday, or get him a gift for his B-day or for Christmas. You are your mother's child. I don't have a son anymore. To no surprise, people were mortified at these messages, confused how a father could speak like that to his 16-year-old son. How did it get this bad? It seems like 50 went out of his way to go visit Marquise, then Marquise didn't come to the door for some reason. Seems like an odd situation, and possibly an overreaction, but we never got any more details from it. However, Shaniqua went to the press a year later and said that 50 hasn't seen his teenage son in 2 years. 50 also didn't go to Marquise's high school graduation in May of 2014. Apparently, he wouldn't even call on his birthdays. This became a reoccurring theme, where Shaniqua would go to the press and publicly air out their relationship issues. 50 claims she is crazy, bitter, and entitled to money and fame just because they have a kid together. But the caveat to all of this is that 50 was
See, this is my thing.
Money.
Nobody knows who Shaniqua is. She could get her body done. She could $1 million in child support. She could have got her body done. She could have done all kind of stuff. She raised her child. He graduated high school. This man ain't on drugs. He ain't never been arrested like T.I.'s son. She did a good job without him. Just think of what she could have did with him. He's a business mastermind. He may be an asshole. I don't know. Maybe she's better off without him because maybe his son would have turned to an asshole and have a baby mama and treat his son like that. But for his 16th birthday, he was like, you lying. He was like, you lying. You ain't outside. You outside for real? This is how 16-year-olds talk. My daughter, you should see my daughter text. I have to ask people next to me, like, what the? Tell somebody text her back, what that mean? You know? I saw you look out the window and the lights went out. He's like, how you saw me look out the window? I'm in the basement. Instead of saying, say, man, come outside, I'm outside. I would wait. If I go to another state to see my child and the lights go out, oh, bitch. I'm sorry. If you're going to be crazy to see your son. Not be crazy to push him away. This video was intriguing. Come on, y'all. Let's look at it.
To her and Marquise.
Fair
a
use.
Lot, $1.3 million in child support. An insane amount of money, which ended up being around $6,700 per month. But Marquise says it wasn't enough.
It's $6,700 a month.
Okay.
That's not, in my eye, it's not a lot of money. I've seen a lot of money. That's not a lot of money.
Now, New York City is the most expensive city in the world. So let's do some quick math. In New York City, a child is entitled to be supported by their parents until the age of 21. 50 and his ex split up in 2008. Marquise turned 21 in 2019. So 50 would legally have to pay support for 11 years. 50 said it was $1,360,000. So that would actually be $10,303 per month. But Marquise said it was just $6,700, which is a huge difference. Kind of weird, I don't understand the discrepancy, but let's just go with $6,700. The average cost of rent in New York City in 2009 was $2,400, and in 2019 was $3,200. Let's just call it $3,000 rent for a 2-bedroom apartment. For cost of living, we can go $300 for utilities, $150 for internet, $750 for car payment and insurance. You can also just ride the subway, that's $129 per month for an unlimited Metro card, $1,000 for food, I don't know, $700 for clothes. We just got up to $6,000, and as you can see, I overestimated on all these expenses, and $6,700 is still enough money. And that's not even including another potential $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 per month that Marquise's mother could be contributing. I think we can all agree $6,700 is plenty. But Marquise didn't exactly.
Notice they're living now. A 2-bedroom apartment in New York is that big, so he's bottom of the barrel in it. So in order for a person to survive off of $6,700 a month in New York, they're not going to be living the same lifestyle. I'm sorry, if I'm rich, my child rich. I don't care if I don't like your trifling ass ick-sucking mama like your daddy called her. I'm going to make sure to afford you the best of the best, son, because I love you. Matter of fact, let him come live with me in my mansion. I'm G unit. I got this much money for Pepsi and vitamin water and them. I got way more money than she got. She don't even got no job. Let Marquise come with me, Your Honor. You didn't even fight to be around your kid. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Because judicial system weighs in the favor of the person with the most money. If you really want to know. But come on. You ain't like him, you ain't want him because you ain't want his mama no more. Because she ain't want you no more.
Exactly say it wasn't enough money. It just wasn't enough for the lifestyle he expected to have.
Raise a celebrity A-list child.
I paid $300.
And everybody is riding on this man tip. Everybody want to kiss 50 Cent ass. Nobody want to see from his point of view. Just imagine Nikki Hilton and Paris Hilton parent. Now, they mama is on Housewives right now. The Hilton's pet mama, she on Housewives right now. Filthy rich. Filthy rich. And she an ex-wife. Nikki and Paris ain't worried about nothing. Nothing. But you, Negro, because you ain't with the mama no more now, all of a sudden your child gotta be poor. Poor is in comparison to what you doing. I bet Sire not living in no apartment in New York. I bet he got a yard, a front yard, a backyard, a dog. Probably one of them $8,000 dogs, little pit bulls that look like rats by the ears. But you still knocking his mama down though. Because she's an exotical, which is your preference. Oh. Okay. And you be quiet. You look like you got a bunch of kids that ain't got no money.
$50,000. Your child is not me. Brother. Your child is not
He let me somebody. I pay my child $300. And he said, your child ain't me, bro.
Me.
And you ain't 50.
Your child never been on a private jet before. Your child don't get fly like me.
Marquise thinks that since he is the son of a rap superstar, that he deserves a certain lifestyle.
He does. He does. That's like me being in the cosmetology industry. The first business I ever owned was a cosmetology business. So that means my daughter deserves or should benefit or is entitled to having her hair done. The kid says, "Score time, man, your hair always done." Yeah, my mama do hair. Why would her hair always be done if I know how to do hair? Why would my child be poor if I'm rich? That's stupid. And his fault, baby. I been on a private jet for, but you ain't been on a private jet since you was this age. Your daddy been stop fucking with you. But that's not funny. Stop it.
He says he has been in 13-bedroom mansions, flown private jets, traveled around the world. Why should he have to go back to living an average lifestyle?
Well, I guess your mama should have gave him the... No. Stop it. I quit. You stop it too.
People are calling him spoiled, entitled, but Marquise denies that.
So when he paints this entitlement shit out in the public, he's entitled. Bro, I could have went to school and flunked out 5-10 years, and I didn't. Because I'm not entitled. I do not care about no bread, bro.
Exactly. Come on, man. Talk about it. This boy actually graduated college and high school and went straight to college. T.I.'s son is entitled. That little criminal. Look how pink them lips is. That boy ain't never hit no dope. I'm sure he have though.
And if I really care about some bread, I'll be kissing his ass.
Based on Marquise feeling like he needs to live a certain lifestyle, being the son of an A-list celebrity is literally the definition of entitlement, which is believing oneself to be inherently deserving of privileges or special treatment.
Entitlement creates resentment.
AKA having a child. So, entitlement creates resentment. Look where he coming from. That's an answer for entitlement. That means if your child feel like I should have more because of how much you got, I should have a fourth or an eighth of what you got, right? He don't have $600-$700. That ain't even an eighth of what this man break in a month. So that's where the resentment come in at. We struggling. His mama house got foreclosed on. Another one got burnt down. This boy has experienced homelessness with a rich parent. You understand what I'm saying? So that's where the resentment comes in when you don't have out my back. When you let me struggle and go through all this shit because you got an issue with my mama. You don't like my T-John and you trying to hurt her, but you really hurting me. This is who you hurting. Your baby. You trying to hurt the mama. All the mama gonna do is struggle and make a way out of no way. But your child who's witnessing this struggle, that's who you hurting. Because I guarantee you, on more than one occasion, I've seen a child of a deadbeat, they're not knowing they dad's deadbeat, say, call daddy, daddy gonna help us. And the mama just be looking like, bro, get the fuck out of my face. This is why we in this situation. But they don't want to say that. They're okay, baby, I'm gonna call them.
If Marquise asked for a pair of Jordans on Monday, his mother would make sure they were on his feet by Tuesday.
His mother would make sure they was on his feet by Tuesday. Why not? Jay walked all through high school. So if my daughter asked for a pair of Dunks, which cost $59.99, shit, let me go. You want 2 pair? We was Polo Hilfiger in high school. My daughter want a graphic t-shirt that's $24.99. Shit, I get you 4 of them motherfuckers. Like, that's not entitlement. That's me just want to look good at school, not want to get picked on. Like, come on, y'all know the little dusty motherfucking school that smell like pee get made fun of. My daddy rich. Why you have to be the dusty motherfucker? Like, so no, I'm yelling. That's because I don't have no microphone. I feel like y'all can't hear me. Testing. Like, I don't get it. Why do rich black people want their kids to get it out the mud? Why put me in the mud? Why do you work how many $1 million? Why am I in the mud? Having to hydro excavate myself to the top. Ooh, I hope one day this nigga need a marrow donor. And his little biracial son ain't no match. We call him Marquise then. Bitch. Motherfucker.
It still didn't make him happy. Instead of being excited to rock his new pair of Jordans.
Of course it didn't make him happy. His mama had to make sure he had him. I want you, daddy. He's a little boy being raised by a woman. He want his daddy. He want his daddy. He want his daddy to hug him, love him, and accept him. The man he look just like. He want his daddy. Ain't nothing his mama gonna do. He gonna have a little attitude with her every now and then just cause he ain't got you. He probably went through a phase where he blamed his mama because he didn't have you. And it took him 5-6 years to come out of it and realize you just a mark. Like, this is sad. This is sad.
But all Marquise could think about was all of the retro Jordans he didn't have. All the different flyaways and colors that weren't in his closet. When he should have felt gratification, all he really felt was disappointment.
50 wanted his son to work for his own money, not just live off of his father.
My issue with Marquise wasn't that he wanted all those sneakers. When I was a kid, I wanted sneakers too. The difference is that I was willing, make that determined, to do the work necessary to obtain them.
Again, this is a kid. The work you did to obtain them tennis shoes as a kid was sell dope, which got you shot up, locked up, damn near dead, and you can't open half your mouth now. So you want him to go through that to get what he want? When you could just make sure your son fly. Every time I see 50, he flies shit. He just had tycoon shit all down, up and down Houston. And I hit all them events. So what I'm saying is the nigga sharp as a tack. This man fly. This man look good, smell good. And you mean to tell me, because I got enough money to afford a section bomb, but you mean to tell me that your son got to go out there and make a way to get them Jordans? He got to be determined to get tennis shoes? You better be determined. Go sell some dick, some dope, some crack, your life. You better go to prison for some J's, son. That's what I had to do. Get locked up for some J's. Sully your community. Poison your community. Don't be your brother's keeper. Be your brother's drug dealer. And get you some shoes. That's what I had to do. That's what you heard. That's what I heard. Because we know what 50 used to do. You got shot up 9 times in front of your grandma's house, bro. The nigga who shot you got a fatherless son, and you got a fatherless son. And you mad with them two daddyless mother effers link up. Probably talking about y'all sorry asses. Talking about some disrespect. Y'all disrespectful. You disrespectful. Look at this,
y'all. I wouldn't
y'all.
for a second want Marquise to have to resort to the type of work I put in to get my kicks.
Oh, is that right?
At the time, I perceived selling drugs as the only viable option in my environment. So I pursued it. Marquise has so many more options in front of him
like
than
what?
I ever had. I just needed to see him pick one and put in the work.
Like what? How is he going to pick one with no guidance or leadership? What he going to pick? Remember, he was only doing music. I think he was getting interested in music because you do music. Now he graduated high school. He's not a kid no more. Now he's in college figuring his way through life. Like, what you pick one from what? What options did you put in front of him? Besides a burnt down house and a foreclosed on home and telling, when he was 16, you telling him his mama was a dick-sucking whore. What options did you present to him to let him know these are viable options for you, son? And then did you give them the environment that made him feel the safe space to come say, hey, Daddy, I think I'm interested in this. Hey, Dad, I think this is something I would like to do. What do you think? Could he even reach you? Could he beep you 911 or call you on the cell phone? Daddy, call me back. I want to see what you gonna tell me. Y'all like my remix? Like, so all you needed him to do was pick one, and all he needed you to do was be a daddy. So I guess both of you must needed something. I know I'm real animated right now, but this really got me bothered. Like, because you a fatherless son, man. And you got a fatherless son, man. Like, what's up with that? Y'all think because I ain't had no daddy, I'm alright. So your child's gonna be alright. Y'all just want some alright kids? I done seen broke niggas be better fathers than this mother. Let me play.
The saddest part about this back and forth is that it seems to have done damage beyond repair for the two.
Fifth, you love your son? I used to. You ask yourself how long, a complicated question would say, how long can you love something that don't love you back?
You can hear the pain and disappointment in
Something. How can you love something that don't love you back? You compare your child to a something? Listen to his vernacular. See, I pay attention to words. Because words have more intention than anything in the online sphere. You can look at actions too. His actions say you ain't shit. You don't love your son. I could have been telling you he didn't love his son years ago. But how can you love something that don't love you back? How can your son love something that never loved him? And he's still willing to give you 1 month's worth of child support for a day of your time. I'm sorry. This is serious. I be good. You want him now? I do him now.
50's voice. Although Marquise is
I don't
going
hear
viral
no disappointment in 50 voice.
It seems like
That's what he always sound like.
Viral for being ungrateful.
You heard?
How long can you love something that don't love you back?
You can hear the pain and disappointment
You don't hear no
in
point in
50's
his
voice. Although Marquise is going viral for being ungrateful, it seems like what he truly wishes is to have a relationship with his father. Marquise wanted his dad to be there for him emotionally. He claims he doesn't care about the money. It doesn't make up for the missed birthdays, not going to graduation, never visiting. Of course, 50 is super famous and extremely busy.
You notice the only pictures that this vlogger had. Now, and look how many views this guy got. So I best and believe he knows how to do research. The only pictures he was able to come up with was the same ones I was able to come up with off Google. And them the same pictures that if you look at my other video that I was able to find back then. Them same is 3 pictures. 2 in the G unit and 1 in that ugly plaid shirt. And then there's another one. He was a baby with 50 Cent, had a backpack on and a wife beater. Them the only pictures you're going to see of him and Marquise. Google Sire. He always with him. See, the thing is, the Marquise Jackson is like the son, right? He can't get a replacement daddy. That's something that his mother would have had to bestow on him, but she was probably tired of niggas by the time she got through with this guy. He got a replacement son, so he got a do-over. So he gonna do right by this son. He got a do-over child. But Marquise don't get a do-over daddy. Man, y'all, this is tragic. Look at this guy. It made me not want to watch Power no more, man. Like, I'm here to make you rich to make this other guy suffer. Like, this. If he was about race, he'd be out in his face, though.
But you can understand why the boy would feel the way he does. It just ruins his argument when he starts talking about money. Parents show love in different ways. Some fathers provide more financial support than emotional support. Some people think that mothers are supposed to be the emotional support for the child. All parents raise their kids differently. There's not one
That's
right
the
way
other
to
one
do
I was
it.
talking about.
The most toxic part of
That's the one I was talking about. Remember when I said the game and Floyd Mayweather took him to the game? Okay, so that was years prior. That's one of the last times he was ever with his child.
about this whole situation is that instead of talking to each other, they air out their differences on Instagram Live, radio interviews, and through TMZ. 50 is known for being petty, trolling, sarcasm. Marquise is the same way.
So if you know for being petty and trolling and sarcastic, I'm known for being a lot of people think I'm mean, I'm condescending. I think people describe me as morons. But those facets, those different facets of me does not interpede or interject with my parentism. You know what I'm saying? Like, my daughter will never know the condescending, arrogant me. You know what I mean? Because that's not how we function. That's my child. So she say, Mom, how do you do this? I'm going to break it down step by step. I'm not going to say, well, shit, I ain't your teacher. Look it up. I can teach you how to fish, but I can't feed you. That's something I tell somebody else. I troll somebody else. I'm not going to troll my child. Let's be watching trolls. I'm a rapper. Yeah. No. Y'all stop. We having fun today. Not raising Marquise. What is this?
Are making light of serious
Power Book
situations
3
for the
raising
public to have a laugh,
Marquise.
or for some Instagram likes. One thing we know for sure is that the only way this will ever get solved is if 50 and Marquise finally decide to sit down and talk everything out, privately, off of social media.
Curtis Jackson, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. As a parentless child with a dead mother and a deadbeat daddy, for you to not be a parent to your child, for you to say, I needed him to pick something and run with it, I was going to give him the opportunity. You know, sometimes opportunity has to present itself, especially to you expected a child to figure out their whole future with no guidance. You didn't guide him nowhere. And there was only a certain amount he was going to live to stop that. You gave him this self-esteem issue. You gave him this abandonment issue. You gave him these commitment complexes. And all through all that, you've never heard him being arrested. He speaks well. I don't care if y'all don't like what he's saying. He speaks well. He's a well-rounded individual. And he received a lot of love from his mother. That picture of the graduation, now if you Google her, you see so many pictures of her and her son just loving on her child. And I just think that it's sad that he doesn't get that love from a man. This man is rich. He don't have to tour no more. He's stationary. He's been at a point in his life where he could really be a parent. While this young man was fairly young. At that, just being me, me being me. I'm not saying if I was Curtis, but me being me, I'd be like, look, son, you 12 now. And these last 12 years, I've been on the road. When you see me on TV, I am tired. I am sleepy. I got to leave that and go to do that. Go do that. Go do that. I'll call you when I can, but when I can, I'm not good at time zones. It be nighttime. Your mama be mad at me. I be mad at her. I probably didn't call you as much as I should. But look, I got these TV shows running right now. I don't even have to get out to bed if I don't want to. Can you please just come spend the summers with me? Because it depends on the state. It's somewhere between 12 and so forth. You have a say-so in court as far as custody. You can go to court and say, hey, on the summertime, I want to spend it with my daddy. Matter of fact, I'm so rich. Look, bitch, I'm going to give you $50,000. Just give me my son for the summer. I'm going to bring him back for school. I don't care how much you hate me. I know you love this money. Like anything. Take her to court. You have rights as a parent. You got basketball players make less money than 50 Cent that pay more money than 50 Cent. So you can't tell me he don't know how to maneuver around the court system. And if she was really a money-grubbing B-word, she would have been taken to court. What did you do to her? Did you threaten her? What did you do to her for her not to take you to court to get more than $6,700 a month? I bet that burned down. I was getting shit out of her ass. I would want no child support from you neither. You just say, man, your daddy said the little $6,000. Mom, why you won't get no more? You remember that burned down house? You want to ask him for some more money? Look. But look, that's all I got. That's all I got to say. Bastards having bastards, man. This a crazy web. And then y'all wonder why black women are about to circumnavigate the financial track, the proverbial financial track on black men. Because we got mamas that's showing us how to get money and how to be women. Y'all ain't got no daddies. It suck for y'all, but shit, it is what it is. Because half y'all ain't got no daddies, aren't daddies. It is what it is. Fatherless kids having fatherless kids. I'll never understand it. This Blackspan and I'm out.